Welcome to People Want to Know, a segment where we take your social media questions, and I usually have an expert here to help answer those. Hashtag JessicaDominguezTV, please subscribe. Hashtag welcome attorney Jessica Dominguez.
Hashtag happy to be here. Hashtag happy to be your mom.
Well, let's get right into it. We've been receiving so many questions about the new policy change in regards to parole in place. Can you share with our audience a little bit about what parole in place is?
Sure, let's take this one step at a time. We're talking about a memorandum that came out on November 15th of 2013, and that memorandum is specifically speaking about parole in place. Let's take it one step at a time. What is parole in place? Parole. Parole is a special permission that it's requested from someone who's usually outside of the United States to be able to come into the country for humanitarian reasons, for example.
Right.
In place means that the person can actually be here in the United States already and request this parole to be granted in place while they're still here without having to leave the country.
Great. Well, thank you for that information. So who specifically qualifies for parole in place?
According to this memo, immediate relatives of those who are serving in the military, those who are enlisted in the reserves, or even veterans, which is great. And who are the immediate relatives? Parents, spouses, and children, sons or daughters who are under 21 and who are still single.
Thank you for sharing that information, attorney. What benefits do they get when they actually get their parole in place granted?
Excellent question. The person who gets the parole in place granted can actually apply for legal permanent residency without having to leave the country and have to ask for a waiver either outside of the country or here. If you get your parole in place granted, you can apply for legal permanent residency here without having to leave the country.
Okay, last question. Is there anything else that needs to be considered when applying for parole in place?
Yes, absolutely. Parole in place, it's a process by which USCIS uses their discretion as they are analyzing every single case. Some people are not going to qualify. For example, if they have an order of deportation, if they have committed certain crimes, if they're inadmissible, they're not going to get their parole in place granted. In addition, any parent out there who's asking themselves, how old does my son or daughter have to be before they can help me to petition for parole in place and also to petition for me for my legal permanent residency, your son or daughter must be 21 years old before they can petition a parent.
Well, thank you. That's very clear. Thank you for sharing the information with our audience.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for inviting me, and hashtag, I'm proud of you.
Hashtag, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for sharing the content and watching our videos every week. We'll see you next week on People Want to Know.
Wait, don't go anywhere.
Please subscribe to the left.
And watch our videos below.